Here are 3 reasons why infrared saunas are not common in Finland. So in Finland we have around 3 million traditional saunas and Finland has around 5.5 million people, which means that in theory if every Finnish citizen wants to go to sauna at the same time, that's easily possible because these 3 million saunas that Finland have accommodate around 4 persons on average per sauna. So that would be 12 million sauna goers that could go to sauna at the same time, and we have only 5.5 million people. So that's crazy. More saunas than cars in Finland. So Finland is definitely the sauna country, the heart of sauna, the country that produces the best sauna products in the world. But when it comes to infrared saunas, according to Finnish government's media network, there is only around 3,000 infrared saunas in private use in Finland and 200 in spas and gyms. So this is not an exact number, but as a person who lived first 22 years of my life in Finland, I can tell you that I have seen very few infrared saunas. Only time I have seen infrared saunas in Finland have been in a few high-end gyms and high-end spas, but that's also very rare. So why promised land of sauna has only one infrared sauna for every 1,000 traditional Finnish saunas? There is 3 reasons for this, so let's go. First one is health and experience. So Finns perceive the heat from wood-fired or electric sauna heater more natural and beneficial compared to radiant heat that those infrared sauna panels produce. So the traditional sauna experience with its higher temperatures and steam is believed to promote better circulation, detoxification and muscle relaxation among other health benefits. I'm not saying that infrared saunas are not beneficial, but Finnish people perceive the traditional saunas more beneficial for their health. And also, since Finland is very cold during the winter, most of the year it's very cold to be honest, the instant heat and steam these traditional saunas provide is particularly appreciated. So in an infrared sauna you have to wait to get hot. So how infrared saunas work is that you go in the sauna and you lean into the infrared panel. You usually put your back against the infrared panel and lean into it. And then maybe in 5 to 10 minutes you start sweating because the panel shoots the heat directly to your body. So that's how infrared saunas work. And infrared sauna rooms are usually around 120 degrees Fahrenheit. They don't go higher because the effect is based on the fact that the infrared waves come directly into your body. However, traditional saunas or Finnish saunas, if you aim for normal bathing temperature, people usually put them around 180 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you go in the Finnish sauna or this kind of traditional sauna, which is just referred to as sauna in Finland, the heat is 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Plus, when you throw water onto the sauna heater, and that produces the thing called löyly, which is this steam that comes when the water evaporates from the sauna heater, you get the instant humid air and the instant heat into your body. Because it's not like there is waves that heat your body, but the air is actually hot into the sauna. So especially in a country that is cold, that is much more appreciated. Also, in an infrared sauna you have to wait for some time, and for our TikTok trained monkey brain it might be a long time to sit there for 5 minutes and nothing is happening. One more thing I want to point out is that when I went to infrared sauna in my gym, or when I go, my gym has both traditional sauna and infrared sauna. When I go to that infrared sauna, people usually have their phones there with them and they scroll through Instagram and stuff and don't really socialize that much. But when you go to a traditional sauna, it's hot and humid, so you can take your iPhone in there or whatever phone you might have, you can take it in there. So it's more of a detoxification also from those screens and stuff in traditional sauna, and that's something I highly appreciate. It's the 15-20 minutes that I get to be without any distractions, just with myself or with few of my friends, and just talk without someone grabbing their phone and taking a look at some notifications. So that's also something that I really appreciate in traditional saunas, but that's besides the point. Then the second thing why infrared saunas are not so common in Finland is the culture. So in Finland, the sauna has deep-rooted cultural significance. serving as a place for physical and mental relaxation, purification and socializing, as we just talked about. So traditional Finnish saunas provide soft, humid heat. We also talked about this löyly steam, which is very valued for its deep warming qualities and health benefits. So this is so integral part of Finnish culture that Finns might be less inclined to switch to infrared saunas that heat up your body directly without this beloved löyly or steam effect that is magical when the sauna is correctly constructed. And the third reason is accessibility. So traditional saunas are already everywhere in Finland and they are very, very accessible. So changing to an infrared sauna or building one into your house might feel strange to Finns that are already used to traditional sauna experience. So to recap why infrared saunas are not popular in Finland, it's health and experience, culture and accessibility. And obviously it's not that one is better than the other when it comes to health benefits. I'm not a doctor, but a lot of my clients have called me and told me that, hey, my infrared sauna doesn't get hot, can we build a traditional sauna? Then we have built them a traditional sauna and they are very, very happy with the traditional sauna. But if you don't have to choose, you can obviously have both. I recommend experiencing both before choosing between one or the other. That's pretty much everything. What I want to mention is that there is some saunas that have infrared panels and traditional sauna heaters. So they are a combination of infrared sauna and traditional sauna. To be completely honest with you, I haven't had a chance to try this kind of sauna, but there is some in the market. Like we, for example, have these Finmark saunas that have both incorporated into it, infrared and traditional sauna experience, both at once. So if you are interested in building a perfect Finnish sauna, you can join the Sauna Society, which is a free online community where we talk with each other how to build your perfect Finnish sauna, where we have an online course that teaches you everything about sauna and sauna building. That is just a free resource, free amazing place that will help you along your journey before building or during your first Finnish sauna. This was Veeti from the Sauna Heater. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Ciao.